Good morning, everybody. It's Friday, April the 12th, 2024, and my name is Barry Cowan, and I'm going to be your host for this meeting. Assisting me will be my good friend Bob Gostisha, who's going to be a co-host and as well as a presenter. It's been a hell of a week. The eclipse on April 8th, luckily I was able to get down to Fort Lauderdale and watch it, but it was a very big disappointment under the circumstances, but it was just something to do. Don't forget that your taxes are due on Monday, April 15th. If you have not already done so, if you don't want to meet that date, you have to file an extension. As I mentioned to everyone, I had great success with my program. In fact, I got a refund much quicker than I expected. It goes direct deposit the way a lot of things do. So don't forget that. The next class is scheduled, I believe, for May 17th. So make a note of that. Okay. And that being said, we all know Bob Gostisha, retired banker, whatever. He's told me he's just done 1,000-something videos, and I believe it. I think they need a category for him medically for videoitis, and I don't know if it's curable. I don't think it's curable for what I can see, but he does a great job with everything. In the future, we're going to try to tackle some issues with AI. That's just too important for us to ignore anymore. We may do that. We probably will do that on May 17th. So we'll let you know what's going on. The reporter may or may not include our article for some reason. I don't know. It was a space consideration or whatever. It may not appear in the CVE Reporter in Century Village, or it may not be on the online version. Okay, so without further ado, let's give a warm hand to today's presenter, Bob Gostisha. You may now share your screen, sir.
I posted some information about the videos that I'll be presenting in the chat. So if you take a look in there, you'll see the 6 videos. And Steve's got his hand up.
Okay, go ahead, Steve.
I don't see that.
Steve, go ahead. What's your question real quickly?
I was just clapping for Bob, that's all.
Oh, okay, great.
Thanks. Okay, the first one has to do with tax season. If you already filed it, well, save it for next year. Tax season, the time of year when you'd rather binge watch paint dry than sort through receipts. But it's also prime time for IRS scammers to crawl out of the woodwork, aiming to snatch your hard-earned cash faster than you can say deduction. In 2022, over 100,000 folks got duped by IRS scams, waving goodbye to a whopping $50 million. That's enough dough to buy a lifetime supply of stress balls for every tax filer out there. So let's arm you with the know-how to spot these sneaky scams and keep your wallet snug and secure. Number 1, phishing emails. These are like those fish that have the fake little worms dangling in front of them. Looks tasty, but take a bite and you're hooked. If an email smells fishy and it's asking for your personal info, toss it back into the cyber sea. Number 2, fake phone calls. If someone calls claiming to be from the IRS and they're not sending you a happy birthday song, hang up. The real IRS prefers snail mail, not drama over the phone. Number 3, Social Security shenanigans. If a caller is fishing for your Social Security number, Tell them you've already promised it to a Nigerian prince. The IRS won't call you for your social security number. They already know it. Creepy, right? Number 4, return preparer fraud. Picking a tax preparer is like choosing a donut. Pick the wrong one and you're left with a bad taste in your mouth. Some preparers might promise you the moon and stars on your refund, but if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Number 5, inflated refund promises. Watch out for tax preparers who blow up your refund like a balloon at a birthday party. If they're promising you a refund that seems too good to be true, it probably is. Remember, if they're cooking the books, you're the one who could end up getting roasted. Number 6, falsifying income to claim credits. This one's a classic, claiming income you never earned to get sweet tax credits. It's like telling your gym you ran a marathon while you were actually Netflixing. The IRS isn't amused by such creative storytelling. Number 7, charity scams. These scammers are dressed in sheep's clothing, pretending to be charities. They're after your donations and your personal info. Always double check if the charity is legit before you open your heart and wallet. Number 8, threatening phone calls. If you get a call from the IRS with threats of jail time or deportation unless you pay up immediately, it's a scam. The real IRS moves slower than a sloth and would mail you first. Number 9, identity theft. It's like someone throwing a party and you're not invited, but they're using your name. Scammers file a tax return in your name and snatch your refund. Keep your personal info under lock and key. Number 10, payment demands via gift cards. If the IRS suddenly has a thing for iTunes or Amazon gift cards, you're being scammed. The IRS doesn't have a gift card wish list. They prefer good old-fashioned checks or bank transfers. Remember, the IRS won't ask for personal details over the phone or threaten you with immediate arrest. They're more of a let's take it slow kind of agency. So keep your wits about you and don't let scammers turn your tax season into a horror flick. Credit to Emma McGowan and the original Avast blog post for the comprehensive rundown. You can read her article at the link listed. Stay sharp and may your tax season be scam-free and full of legitimate deductions. Remember, knowledge is power, and in this case, it's also the best way to keep scammers from turning your tax season into a heist movie. Stay safe, stay secure, stay alert, stay skeptical, and maybe next year we'll all get through tax season without wanting to pull our hair out. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching and listening. Soon is like right now, and the next video is about airline apps and some things you probably don't know about those airline apps. Boarding pass to your data? Fasten your seatbelts, folks. We're about to take off on a journey through the not-so-friendly skies of airline app data collection. It seems that our trusty travel companions might be doubling as undercover agents, collecting more than just our boarding passes. The check-in. You know the drill. Download the airline app, check in, and get your digital boarding pass. But while you're picking your favorite seat, the app might be picking out details from your phone. From passport details to your snack preferences, these apps are getting a first-class ticket to your personal info. The layover. Cybernews investigation into 14 major airline apps revealed a startling truth. Some apps have the potential to access a treasure trove of sensitive data on your device. We're not just talking about the usual suspects, like your name and email. These apps could be eyeing your location, peeking at your contacts, and even noting down your device ID. It's like having a travel buddy that's a little too interested in your personal life. The frequent flyers. Among the apps investigated, American Airlines and United Airlines were like the data-hungry monsters of the group, collecting more info than their peers. On the other end of the spectrum, Philippine Airlines played it cool, collecting the least amount of data. It's like the difference between a nosy neighbor and the one who just waves from across the street. The fine print. Here's where it gets interesting. The data safety section on the Google Play Store is supposed to tell you what data these apps collect. But guess who fills out that section? The developers themselves. It's like asking Fox to report on the henhouse security. So, can we really trust them to spill the beans? The destination. So, what's the final destination for all this data? Some of it might be used for those personalized ads that follow you around like a lost suitcase. But with the U.S. Department of Transportation stepping in for a privacy review, we might see some new regulations on how our data is handled at 30,000 feet. A baggage claim. Before you swear off airline apps and go back to smoke signals, remember that not all apps are created equal. Some are just doing their job, while others might be taking advantage of the open skies policy a bit too literally. It's all about reading the fine print and keeping your data on a short leash. The credits. For a more detailed account of which apps might be flying too close to the sun with your data, check out the original article by Paulina Okunite on Cybernews. It's an excellent in-depth look at the data collection practices of the airline industry that might just make you want to keep your feet on the ground. You'll find that article at the link listed. Stay safe, stay secure, and stay informed. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching and listening. Next is a video on online scams that play with your heartstrings. Listen up, folks. Nowadays, the biggest threat isn't someone snatching your purse or hot-wiring your car. Nope, it's those pesky online scammers trying to sweet-talk you out of your hard-earned cash, or worse, your dignity. And they're not just using fancy tech tricks. These crooks are masters of manipulation, tugging at your heartstrings like a virtuoso violinist. But don't worry, we've got your back. Let's take a deep dive into the world of emotional scamming and learn how to spot these con artists before they can work their magic. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. The scam that'll make you swoon or cringe. Romance scams are love, the ultimate emotional vulnerability. These scammers will wine and dine you, virtually of course, until you're head over heels. Next thing you know, they're asking for money to cover their ailing grandmother's medical bills or some other sob story. Spoiler alert, there is no grandmother. Sextortion emails. Talk about a mood killer. These creepy emails claim the scammer has compromising videos of you and demands payment to keep them private. Unless you've been starring in your own homemade films and haven't kept your privates private, it's all bluff and bluster. Don't take the bait. Pig butchering. No, this isn't a cooking class gone wrong. It's a long con where scammers fatten you up with affection before going in for the slaughter, usually by convincing you to invest in some too-good-to-be-true cryptocurrency scheme. Payment scams. You get an email claiming there's an issue with your payment app account. But when you click that handy link, bam! You've just handed your login credentials to a scammer on a silver platter. Missing person scams. These twisted plots start with a fake missing person plea, which people share out of kindness. Then the scammers edit the post to promote an investment scam, piggybacking on all those well-meaning shares. Fake app alerts. You download what looks like a legit app, but surprise, it's actually a Trojan horse designed to swipe your personal info. These scammers are counting on you to trust big app stores a little too much. Here are some tips on how to avoid getting played. Now that you know what you're up against, it's time to arm yourself with some scam dodging skills. Number 1, don't fall for urgency. Scammers want to rush you into making rash decisions. Take a deep breath and think it through. Number 2, if something seems fishy, ask a friend or family member for a second opinion. 2 heads are better than 1, especially when one of them might be getting scammed. Number 3, check those links and email addresses with a fine-toothed comb. One tiny typo could be a big red flag. Number 4, keep your tech up to date with the latest security patches. It's like putting a bouncer at the door of your digital life. Number 5, most importantly, trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't let a silver-tongued scammer charm you out of your senses. So there you have it, folks. With a little knowledge and a healthy dose of skepticism, you can outsmart even the wiliest of emotional scammers. Credit to Avast's original blog post, which prompted this rendition. You'll find their article at the link listed. Stay safe, stay secure, stay vigilant, and keep your wits about you. Investing in a good spam filter while you're at it is also a good idea. Here's to happy and safe scrolling. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching and listening. Next, we have a little tip about Notepad. If you're using a Windows computer and you have Notepad, they're now going to be adding spell checking as one of its new features. I'm on Windows 11, I'm a Microsoft insider, and according to the latest news, spell checking in Notepad should now be available. But as you can see from this example, it obviously is not. At least I thought it wasn't. Actually, what turns out to be is that it's not turned on. And the way to turn it on, if it's off for you and you're in the same situation that I am, do a right click on any of those words that you know for sure are spelled incorrectly. Go down to where it says spelling, and voila, you have a chance to turn on spell check, which is what I'll be doing right now. As soon as you do that, look at what happens. Now you've got the red underline under the misspelled words. So let's see what happens. Again, this time you do a left click on that highlighted misspelled word, and you can choose the correct. This one is wrong, but it didn't show it to me as wrong. This is also wrong. It didn't show it as wrong. This is also incorrect. It didn't show it. So as you can see, it works, but it's not really perfect. But it is a help. Let's hope your experience is better than mine. But at least you know if you're running an Insider and you have the latest Insider preview installed, spell check should now be on in Notepad. And if it's not showing up for you, do a right click on a misspelled word and turn it on. Good luck. Enjoy it. Bye-bye. I hope this helps. I hope your spelling's better than mine. I'm notorious when it comes to typing. Next, something different. This has to do with seniors, but it's a tribute to seniors. As we get older, it's easy to start thinking that our best days are behind us. The body doesn't quite work like it used to, and the future can seem limited or downhill from here. But I'm here to tell you that couldn't be further from the truth. Your golden years can truly be the most golden of them all, if you keep your mindset positive and never, ever give up on yourself. You've already accomplished so much in your life and overcome countless obstacles and challenges. Does that drive and determination disappear just because the calendar page turns? Of course not. The resilience, wisdom, and grit you've built up over the decades is more powerful than ever before. You've got a lifetime of experience to draw from and the ability to see the bigger picture more clearly than most. Think back on all the difficult times you persevered through, the struggles, hardships, and setbacks that threatened to derail you at every turn. But you persevered and made it through to the other side. That tenacity is one of your greatest assets as you move into this next phase of life. You've proven time and again that you have the mental toughness and fortitude to conquer whatever life throws your way. Tap into that stubborn refusal to quit when facing new challenges. Let it propel you forward. Instead of winding down, it's time to rev up and go after your deepest ambitions and bucket list dreams. Always wanted to write a book? Now's the time to put pen to paper and share the profound insights and stories collected over a lifetime. Yearn to travel to far-off lands? Book that ticket and start exploring the world's cultures, foods, and vistas while you're able. Wished you've learned to paint, play guitar, or speak Italian? What's stopping you from picking up that instrument, paintbrush, or language book and soaking up new skills with the beautiful free time you've earned? Constraints that may have held you back before can be conquered. Age is a mindset, not a rigid limit or bookmark in life. History is filled with countless examples of legendary figures who achieved some of their most legendary feats later in life. Literary giants like Frank McCourt and Laura Ingalls Wilder published their first novel after 60. Iconic artists like Grandma Moses and Frank Lloyd Wright created some of their most famous masterpieces as senior citizens. Musical legends like Susan Boyle unveiled their immense talents for the first time in their later years. These trailblazers prove it's never too late to redefine yourself, explore new horizons, and live life more fully than ever before. The path is yours to create from the amazing starting point you've reached. You've made it this far by perseverance, hard work, and pushing through even when missteps tried to knock you off course. Why would you stop doing that now? Why let doubters, pessimists, or ingrained habits stand in your way any longer? Retirement isn't a period at the end of your story. It's a new chapter beginning, one filled with endless potential that you get to write for yourself. Don't let a number define you or restrict your aspirations and zest for living. Stay hungry, keep grinding, and blaze a new trail through everything you do. The greatest realization of old age is that with all you've learned, you're just getting started. Look at all the obstacles and challenges you've conquered up to this point. That tenacity and perseverance is deeply ingrained in who you are as a person. What was once impossibly difficult is now easily within reach when you put your mind, heart, and lifetime's determination into it. Whether it's traveling the world, writing the next great novel, taking up painting, or any other long-held ambition, you have the wisdom and life experience to make it a reality if you commit yourself fully. The golden years are a well-earned reward, but one you'll need to seize with both hands to appreciate fully. Every single day is a new opportunity to confound expectations, shatter stereotypes, and inspire others with your ambition and refusal to ever settle or give up on yourself. When you make the conscious choice to embrace this stage of life as an adventure, a renaissance, rather than a retirement, that's when the magic happens. That's when you'll feel more alive than ever before. The world remains filled with possibilities and new adventures when you hold that perspective. With age comes freedom to craft your life according to your own rules and passions, unfettered from others' expectations or judgments. Don't spend those precious years slowing down or stuck in a rut. Spend them accomplishing more than you ever dreamed. It's your time to shine brighter than ever before. Rewrite your story in golden ink and never, ever stop going after more. All it takes is keeping that mindset of, if they can do it, why not me? And I'm just getting started. Let that become your new mantra and watch in amazement at all the new heights you can scale, the new frontiers you can explore, and the new sources of joy and fulfillment you can discover. Stay hungry, keep grinding, and your golden years will truly be paved with limitless potential. It's up to you to make them golden. As a proud senior, I look forward to the new revolutions in technology, which are always just around the corner, waiting to be discovered and explored. Stay safe, stay secure, and continue pursuing your dreams and sharing your invaluable wisdom with the world. See you again soon. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching and listening. I'll leave you with one more thought. Old age can also be looked at as the final curtain. So do something before that curtain falls. The last one again has to do with seniors, and it's for seniors seeking help. As we age, our needs evolve, and sometimes we require a helping hand. Whether it's financial assistance, healthcare, or social support, knowing where to turn is crucial. Next, we'll explore some of the best resources and solutions available for seniors seeking help. Financial assistance for seniors. Cash in on Uncle Sam's wallet. Who knew retirement could be like hitting the jackpot every month? Across the land of the free, programs like SNAP, HANF, and HUD are doling out dollars to make sure seniors can live the American dream without counting pennies. And let's not forget the monthly bingo game. That is Social Security. Numbers are called and everyone's a winner. Healthcare and prescription aid, your golden years pharmacy. Medicare Part D might sound like a secret agent, but it's really your license to pill. With extra help and state programs, you'll be popping prescriptions at prices that won't give you heart palpitations. Housing and home repairs, the Great American Home Makeover. From sea to shining sea, government programs are giving homes the TLC they deserve. Whether it's a new roof or a ramp for your ride, these financial fixes are making the American dream a reality, one repair at a time. Nutritional and social support, the United Plates of America. The Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program is dishing out fresh finds for your plate and your social life. And Meals on Wheels, it's like a food truck festival that comes to you with a side of friendly chatter. Mental health services, peace of mind for your prime time. Senior behavioral health services are the new yoga. They stretch your mind, relax your worries, and keep you centered. Counselors and therapists are ready to guide you through life's ups and downs. No appointment necessary. Legal matters and advocacy. Justice for all, just a call away. Legal services for seniors are spreading across the states faster than gossip at a family reunion. They're here to ensure you get a fair shake, whether you're writing a will or wrangling with age discrimination. Technology and accessibility, the Tech-Savvy Senior's Guide. Assistive technology is making sure seniors aren't left in the digital dust. Community technology centers are the new frontier, where you can learn to tweet, post, and maybe even go viral. Who says you can't teach an old dog new tech? Stay safe, stay secure, and I hope this information provides a comprehensive overview of the support available to seniors in various aspects of their lives. If you're a senior interested in learning more about the latest in technology, I can highly recommend For Seniors and Tech for Seniors Live, 2 weekly shows devoted to helping and educating seniors. Get the details by following the link listed. See you again soon. Bye-bye, and thanks for watching and listening. Barry, you're muted.
Okay, let's give Bob a hand. Thanks for being a friend and an excellent co-host, and the information you provided is invaluable today. And anyone have any questions before we move on to my portion? Okay, Bob. Thank you so
Take
much.
care, folks. I'll see you next time.
God bless.
Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody. I want to welcome you all to those of you who are just joining us. Welcome to our Zoom meeting. The next one's going to be on May 17th, so make a note of that. May 17th. Okay, I'm going to try and get my stuff going here. Give me a second. We're really moving on time here. Okay, let me get this first thing going here. Give me a second. Okay. Let's move this screen out of the way. And let's go to all righty, here we go. Okay, my portion deals with some videos from Apple support. As you know, Apple support is very, gotta move this thing away. Wait a second. Have a little trouble adjusting here. Okay, let me go back. Okay. I want to thank Apple support for giving me the ability to got to move something away here, folks. Hang on. This always happens sometimes, but it's fixable. Okay. Let me go back a second. Okay, here we go. The first video talks about setting up assistive access. Let me get that back. Okay, here we go.
Starting in iOS 17 and iPadOS 17, Assistive Access helps you tailor apps for more focused choices and a lighter cognitive load. Here's how a trusted supporter can customize it for a user with specific needs. We'll show you how to set up Assistive Access and how to start using it with the apps you choose to add. Before you start, as a trusted supporter, you'll be guided through the initial setup process.
Okay, I'm having some technical issues. Hang on, please. Did anybody see anything there? Okay, I've got to run that back because something happened. Sorry for that, but this is what happens. Let's go back again.
We could hear the video, we could see it.
You could?
Yes, yes.
Okay, all right, hang on.
Showed the iPhone, what the lady was talking about assistive devices.
All right, let's see if we can do this. We're gonna screen share. It keeps saying to move this window away. I'm
But
gonna
it
try
went
and,
in the way.
I don't
Starting
know.
in
Here we go.
iOS 17 and iPadOS 17, Assistive Access helps you tailor apps for more focused choices and a lighter cognitive load. Here's how a trusted supporter can customize it for a user with specific needs. We'll show you how to set up Assistive Access and how to start using it with the apps you choose to add. Before you start, as a trusted supporter, you'll be guided through the initial setup process and will need to create a passcode specifically for Assistive Access. You'll also need your Apple ID and password if you want to add it as a backup way to exit Assistive Access in case you forget the passcode. First, we'll start by setting it up. In Settings, scroll down and tap Accessibility. Then scroll all the way down and tap Assistive Access. Tap Set up Assistive Access, and then tap Continue to get started. The user's Apple ID should already be signed in to the device you are setting up, but if it's not, you can tap Change Apple ID to sign them in. Tap Continue when you're ready. You'll be asked to choose how text and app icons appear. Rows are great for users who prefer text, while the grid layout is great for users who prefer visuals. We're going to select Grid for our user. Tap Continue. Then tap the Add button next to an app to optimize it for Assistive Access. The top section features apps that are designed with customizable options and are most useful to the user and close contacts they want to stay in touch with. We're going to add Calls, which gives the user a single app for phone and FaceTime calls with loved ones. You'll be provided with a list of features to customize. For example, in Calls, you can decide whether the user can receive calls from anyone or just from selected contacts. If you want to choose who the user can call, scroll down and tap Select Contact under Make Calls to Selected Contacts. Then, select a contact and select how the user can call them. You can choose a phone number for audio calls and FaceTime for video calls, and they'll both appear in the Calls app. Next, tap to turn on the dialer keypad if the user would like to dial phone numbers. You can also turn on phone options like the keypad and speaker to show them on screen during calls. Tap Continue when you're done. In addition to apps that have been specifically adapted for Assistive Access, you can add any other app that is installed on the device, which means they'll have a consistent back button so the user can easily return to the home screen. When you're done customizing Assistive Access, tap Continue and follow the prompts to finish the setup process. You'll be asked to create a passcode that is specifically for assistive access. This should be different than the one used to unlock the device. You'll also be able to provide your Apple ID as a recovery option, just in case you forget the assistive access passcode. This does not have to be the same Apple ID as the user. Keep following the prompts, and when you're done, you can tap Start using assistive access if you want to start using it right away, or tap Enter later to start using it at another time. Now that we have it set up, let's check out some additional settings and then start assistive access to show you how someone might use it. In Settings, scroll down and tap Accessibility. Then scroll all the way down and tap Assistive Access. In these settings, you can scroll down for additional customization options to use while in assistive access, like changing the wallpaper and showing the time on the lock screen. When you're ready, scroll to the top and tap Start Assistive Access. You can also add it as an accessibility shortcut. Next, enter the passcode you created during the setup process. The screen will go black while the device is entering assistive access. This might take a moment. Once it's ready for the user, they can continue using their iPhone or iPad with a lighter cognitive load. In every app, there is a consistent back button, so the user can easily return to the home screen. And that's how assistive access helps people focus on the activities they enjoy most. To find out more about the accessibility features on your Apple devices, subscribe to the Apple Support YouTube channel, or check out our accessibility playlist to keep learning.
Okay, now we're going to move to using mental health features on the iPhone. This is
Can I
extremely...
ask you a question first?
Yes.
The thing that you just did, so if you get it, what does it do? I don't know what assistive access for a phone call, what it does.
All right, I will address that at the end after the videos are over, okay? But
Okay.
let me continue because
Okay.
we're running out of time.
Okay.
Big focus today on issues in the news is mental health, and you can set up these features on the iPhone. Listen now, or watch now. Whoops. I think we lost that one. Let's try something else here. Want to move from the Android to the iPhone. A lot of people ask me, why should I go to the iPhone? I have an Android phone. Well, here's an easy way to transfer stuff.
Ready to move from Android to iPhone? Here's how to transfer your photos, contacts, messages, and more. Before you start, make sure your Android device has Wi-Fi turned on and that both your devices are plugged in and charging. You should also make sure that you have enough storage on your iPhone to transfer the content, including what's on your external micro SD card. It's best to complete the transfer process before you set up your iPhone. If you've already set it up, you'll need to erase it and start over. If you choose not to erase it, you can move your content over manually. Ready? First, follow the on-screen instructions on your iPhone to start setting it up. And when you reach the Transfer Your Apps and Data screen, tap From Android. You'll need to install the Move to iOS app on your Android device, which you can download from the Google Play Store. You can tap the QR code in the upper right corner of the Move from Android screen, and then scan the code with your Android device to find it. On your iPhone, tap Continue. A 6-digit or 10-digit code will appear. On your Android device, open Move to iOS. You'll be asked to review and accept the terms and conditions of Apple's privacy policy in order to continue. If you agree, tap Agree to confirm, and tap Continue. You'll also be asked to review and accept the software terms and conditions in order to continue. If you agree, tap Agree to confirm, and then follow the prompts. When asked to enter the one-time code on your Android device, enter the 6 or 10-digit code that you received on your iPhone earlier. Next, you'll select the content that you want to transfer. You might be asked for permission to access your apps and data. If you agree to allow access to the specified content, tap Allow. You can move your Google account, messages, contacts, and other things, like accessibility and display settings. Tap Continue when you're ready. Even if your Android device says the process is complete, leave both of your devices plugged in and wait until the loading bar on your iPhone finishes before you use them. Depending on how much content you're moving, this process might take a little while. Once the process is complete on your iPhone, tap Done on your Android device. And on your iPhone, tap Continue and follow the on-screen steps to finish setting it up. Now, your content should be transferred, and all of your important information is right where you expect it. To learn more about your Apple devices, subscribe to the Apple Support YouTube channel, or click another video to keep watching. Some sequences in this video were shortened.
Here's how to turn off your iPhone and how to turn it back on. We'll show you how it works if your iPhone has Face ID or if it has a home button. If your iPhone has Face ID, press and hold the side button and either volume button until the sliders appear. Then drag the power off slider. If your iPhone has a home button, press and hold the side button until the sliders appear. Then drag the power off slider. To turn either iPhone back on, just press and hold the side button until the Apple logo appears. To learn more about your iPhone, subscribe to the Apple Support YouTube channel or click another video to keep watching.
Here's how to update your iPhone.
It's easy to keep your iPhone or iPad up to date with the latest features and security enhancements. We'll walk through how to update your device wirelessly and how to update it using your computer. Before you start, make sure you back up your device, plug it into power, and connect to Wi-Fi. If you're using a Mac or Windows computer to update your device, you'll need a compatible cable. We'll start by showing you how to update your device wirelessly. When there's an update available, you might get a pop-up on screen, which you can tap to start the update process. Or a badge might appear on the Settings app icon on your home screen. To check for an update, open Settings. Tap General, and tap Software Update. You might have the option to choose between two available updates. If you'd like to continue using the version of iOS or iPadOS that's currently on your device, you can still install important security updates for a period of time. Or you can upgrade to the latest version. You can tap Update Tonight if you want to wait until later, and your iPhone will update overnight while it is locked and the battery has enough charge. To update right away, tap Update Now. Then enter your passcode and follow any additional prompts. Your iPhone will then begin the update process. When the update is complete, your iPhone will restart. Now we'll show you how to update your iPhone or iPad using your computer. Before starting the update, make sure your device is plugged into your computer and that your computer is connected to the internet. If you're using a Mac with macOS Catalina or later, open the Finder. If you're using a Mac with macOS Mojave or earlier, or a Windows computer, open iTunes. You might receive a notification when a new update is available, which you can click to start the update process. Otherwise, locate your device in the sidebar and make sure you're in the General tab. Next, click Update. Then click Update again and follow the prompts. Now you know how to keep your iPhone or iPad up to date and can enjoy all the latest features. For more helpful tips, subscribe to the Apple Support YouTube channel or click another video to keep watching. Some sequences
Okay, there was a question here that about the, Judy, you asked that question. You still here?
Yes, yep.
All right, let me see if I can share my screen. I can show you what I'm talking about here. Let's do that again. A lot of videos today, folks, but very useful stuff. By the way, a great resource for everything that we discussed today is the AARP Bulletin. I don't know if you get that, but seniors have a great advantage belonging to the AARP. You can get your taxes done if they're not very complicated for free by the AARP. There's so many different things there. All right, I'm going to try and share my iPhone and iPad here. And let me get it mirrored in so I could show you what I'm talking about. Okay, you should be able to see it in a few seconds here. There we go. All right, so the question about access, you go to settings, and then you go down to, let's see, maybe under general, I'm not sure. Oh, here it is, accessibility. You're going to go there, and then you're going to scroll down to where it says assistive access right here. When you click that, it will say, before you set it up, there is something there that shows learn more. So if you click down there, it will tell you about it, how to set it up, how to enter and exit it, showing someone how to use it and manage assistive access. So for example, if you click about, now you have a step-by-step showing you exactly what it's used for. Okay, does that answer your question, Judy?
Does it make it bigger? Does it make it louder? I don't know what assistive access.
Well,
Well,
it allows you to keep your control which features are available. I'll see, let me see if I've got it here. Here we go. Access it, and I click learn more, and it will tell you about. It's for common iPhone activities that have been designed for it, and you can choose apps, and a trusted supporter such as a family member or caregiver can help set up and personalize it so it works best for the individual they support. They allow visual alternatives to text, et cetera, et cetera.
see, I don't know if I need it or not, or if I want it or not, because I don't really understand what it does.
Okay,
That's I guess that's,
there's also videos about it, so.
okay, all right.
I'm
just,
sorry, but I'm running out of time.
that's okay. That's all right. Fine, thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
Judy, it sounds like we need to go into that more about and learn there just what it would help with.
Yeah,
There apparently is no quick answer for that.
Okay. Well, I'm wondering like who uses it, you know?
a lot of people do, but you can read that section
Okay.
or look it up.
Okay.
We'll explain. Okay,
Okay.
here I've looked at the AARP bulletin, and the big topic right here in red says older Americans are under siege from scammers. So be very careful, be vigilant. If you've learned anything today, it's that don't assume that you're safe online. Make sure you take every precaution. You got to do it these days, even offline, when you go to a store, when you're online, when you're offline. It's a terrible thing that's going on today. Unfortunately, that's the way it is. Okay, I've enjoyed today's class very much, and I hope you got a lot out of it. If you did, let us know. The video for this class should be up by Saturday sometime. and you can look at it there. In the chat, you'll find all of the reference points to Bob Gasticia's videos. I don't know how he just does it. It's just unbelievable. He's done over 1,007, he said, at last count. So I'm hopeful that we're going to be able to maintain this schedule throughout the summer. The next class will be Friday, May 17th, 2024. The topic will be announced. It's definitely going to have to do something with artificial intelligence, because that is the #1 thing today. And there are so many applications for it. You can get the mobile ones like Copilot. You can get ChatGPT. And now Google has, as Gemini. And I'll be using that to actually prepare the next edition of the CBE Reporter for May. And actually, I did use some of it to use the previous one. I want to mention again, if you do live in Century Village, that article that I did for the April Reporter may not appear at all due to space considerations and other things. I have only a couple of days to get the one in for May, which is the deadline is April 15th, which happens also to be the day that your taxes are due. As I mentioned, there are many great resources for you: TurboTax, H&R Block. AARP, as I mentioned, will also do your taxes for free if they're not complicated. It's a great resource to have. You can go to aarp.org if you don't already have a card. Do all of you AARP members? You should be. There are so many perks to it, and they're constantly increasing. So I want you all to stay well. I thank everybody for attending. And this is Barry Cowan saying, see you soon. God bless and stay well.
Thank you,
So long,
Barry.
folks.
Adios.
Yeah, I was late, but glad to see you all. Bye.
Well, better late than never.
Yeah.